friends, and welcome to another episode of Skyversity. So today I'm going to be discussing with you how to take pictures in sky. So come on, let's go. Let's have some fun with this, okay? Now, we're going to be learning the components. The first component you have is the ISO, then you have the focus, zoom, point of focus, selfie, tripod, and the target focus. Now, this will be always the standard. It will never change. When you open the camera, this will be the same thing you will always see. It will not change, I promise you. Now, we're gonna be working with the focal points. Now, the focal points are actually where you want to focus. The cross will actually show you where you're pointing to be focused at. When you put the focus to the max, you will see that the background will always blur out. In this case, you see the tables, and now you see the pennants, and the tables being blurred out. This is a very good function for when you want to specify something like denote a character or denote a specific item. I personally use it a lot for my pictures as it does give them a different light on it. Now, if you entirely lower the ISO, you will get a full clear picture. This is something that most people prefer. I preferably like to, emphasize certain things. For example, for portraits, it is best to keep it at max because that way you can focus more on the character and less on the background. Now, we're gonna be talking more about the lighting and all that stuff. So if you see on those squares, these are gonna be your points of knowing. So ISO is actually called for the lighting. This will help you as a guide. The head and the lighting on there should always be a guide for you. Now, if it's too bright, then there's not much that we can appreciate, which is something that happens with the game. Unfortunately, the game is a little bit too bright, in my opinion. I don't make that stuff, but whatever. So noticing and acknowledging that what points should not be too bright. I should be able to see clouds there, or a little bit more than the glare that I'm having right now. So if it's too dark, then yes, I can see the clouds, but I can't see the border on the back because it's too dark. So now, instead of noticing the difference between the arch and Eden, I can no longer tell the difference there because it's too dark. Now, this is a perfect example of something being too dark. If you keep it in a lighter option, you will not, do this, and you'll be able to have a better picture. Now, when you do this, you all will get something like this. You still see the clouds on the side, even though there's glare, and you can still see on the left side the difference between the arch and Eden. This is actually what you want to achieve every time. You want to have perfect contrast between the dark and the brightness. It's everything. So you will have a picture just like this one. And this is the final product of it. I was on the top of the village. I was able to take this picture. So here we see a good example of focusing. We see that the focus is on the center of the village, and on the back it's going to be all blurred out as in a circle because I put the blur at the max, not at the bottom. Only the zoom is the one at the bottom, meaning that I'm all the way out. Now when I zoom in all the way, I can start seeing the villagers and I can take pictures of them. I wanted to actually emphasize that the circle does tell you the zoom, ISO, and focus. All of that will be on that circle right there. Just wanted to let you guys know about that one because it may pass over. I almost forgot to tell you that. So I'm sorry about that. But anyway, continuing on, when you actually do manage to work with all this stuff, you can actually achieve a very good picture. In daytimes, if you want to save this setting, you can. This is the best setting that I consider for daytime, specifically on the ISO. I know a lot of people consider how dark, how bright. It's just at a level that you can actually appreciate the hair and everything. Now we're gonna talk a little bit about portraits. What is a portrait? It is an image that depicts head and shoulders. Now, ranges of zoom for portrait, I'd recommend those lines and not going above it at all. Okay, so now let's talk about target focus. So target focus is pretty much where you want to target something but you want the rest to be blurred out. Like for example, on this picture, I was able to take a picture of them on the front and then blur it out the entire background, which is something really cool. What you do is that you select this button on the top and then you're just going to softly move it to the side and it will allow you to recreate this same thing. So it should look like something like this. You should be able to see, you know, the pointer outside of the focus. So it's something pretty cool. Well, I'm so sorry, Nick. I've come to the end of our video, but I was so happy that you came. So thank you so much, and I hope that you do take care and have a wonderful day. Please, thank you for coming again, and have a wonderful one. Bye.